bersama, tak melakukan apapun. Keluh kesahkan perjuangan dan masa sulit. Seduhan dan persahabatan melunturkan lelah. Jam dinding tak berjarum. Sudah larut, kaki enggan melangkah. Sebuah lagu tentang cinta, tentang luka, tentang hidup, tentang segalanya. Sebuah lagu tentang jarak, tentang rindu, tentang harap, tentang segalanya. Taburan bintang melukis semua kisahku yang kau tampung. Tepukan di pundak meredam asa yang hampir menghilang. I know I use cheat sheet when I sing this, and I'm sorry, but I still hope that you enjoy the singing. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Hi, my name is Mira, and welcome back to my channel. How are you? I hope you're all doing great, and I hope you are having a great day. Awesome day so far. If not, I hope this video will make you feel a little less sad, a little bit happy, because that's the goal of my videos, and you know, maybe even being a little bit more informative in the review side. I don't know what I'm saying, I'm just rambling at this moment, but I do hope you enjoy this video, and if you haven't, please don't forget to click that bell button besides my subscribe button so you'll be notified if I upload something new. Now, if you are not familiar of the song which I sang at the beginning, it's probably because it's in Indonesian, which is my language and not English. But I can assure you that that song is an official song from the movie Ralph Breaks the Internet, or as we can call it, Wreck-It Ralph 2. And the song called Sebuah Lagu, which literally means a song, by a band named Payung Teduh, which is of course a band from my beloved country, Indonesia. This marks being the first song that was sang by an Indonesian band, and it was sang in our actual language that became an official Disney song. And I was over the moon when I heard the news. I felt so happy and so proud that an entity from Indonesia is recognized internationally. And even while singing the song, even though I do use cheat sheet, I feel overjoyed. I will definitely write down the lyrics below and also the translation. It's actually very easy to understand, and it is the embodiment of Ralph and Vanellope's friendship, and it's just so sweet and thoughtful and just all around great. But enough about me fangirling on the theme song, let's talk about the movie. If you happen to not watch the first movie, which is Wreck-It Ralph, it's about a character named Wreck-It Ralph from a game called Fix-It Felix, and it's an actual game that you can, I don't know if you can still play it. It's a very retro game, but it is an actual game. Wreck-It Ralph is by default a villain, but he tries to be the hero, and that is the premise of the first movie. Now in the second, he is trying to help his best friend Vanellope von Schweetz, which is a character from a more modern game called Sugar Rush, to get her game reinstated by buying an important spare part from, you guessed it, the internet. Thus began their adventure on the vast and wild world of web, meeting some new friends, doing some big decisions, and finally getting to a point where their friendship was in line. And both Vanellope and Ralph had to make a choice. Will they hang on or will they let go? If you haven't watched the movie, please stop here. And if you haven't watched the first one, it is advisable to do that, so you will understand my review better and possibly fangirl together as well. When we first met Ralph in the first movie, we were faced by his issues and his insecurities of being a villain. But in here, at first, we are introduced to his happy place and him being content of doing the same thing every day. And most important of all, he has his best friend Penelope on his side. But Penelope didn't feel the same way. To put it gently, she was bored. And that was caused the problem in the first place. Ralph trying to be the bestest friend and Penelope wanting to break free. However, I must say that this simple setting was told in a long and kind of stretchy way. And apparently the vibe was like that until the very end. Everything in this movie is topsy-turvy and it feels like you should be doing like a straight line or maybe slightly wavy from beginning to end. But I feel like that we were brought into some unnecessary plot twists just to lengthen the story but add nothing to the way of the storyline itself. Of course, there's the complexity of the internet. This movie shows so much detail in that area, so I appreciate that a lot. And coming from a girl that works in kind of like a technology company, I really appreciate that a lot. From when Ralph and Penelope travels as game characters to the internet until the mechanism of social media break down to the point of likes and views and sharings and the most vile of all, comment section. Disney was doing this brilliantly and it deserved an appreciative nod. So good job on the details, Disney. Good job. Now comes the forced parts of the movie, according to my opinion. I don't know if it's because Disney decides to sell their own website through this movie, but the storyline gotta be derailed when Penelope met all of these Disney princesses from the website ohmydisney.com. And I am familiar with that particular website, mostly because it's so fun, but in here, it felt a little bit forced and it made the storytelling felt a little bit weird. Not that I hate the princesses' appearances, I think they were great and hilarious, but I have an inkling that if they are not included in this movie, then it won't make much difference in the main storyline. I mean, the only thing that Penelope get out from meeting the princesses is that she realized her true calling with a musical number that is not really necessary as well. The girl, this beautiful, sugar-loving girl could really just do that herself. She could have just realized her true calling herself. Perhaps by talking more to Shang, which was actually what happened after the big musical number. So what's the point of Penelope meeting the princesses then? Nada. I speak Spanish a little. Well, not a little. I only know the word nada. Then there's the lack of villain. There's absolutely nothing evil with this movie, unlike the first one where the villain is clear, except for Ralph's insecurities, and that was what became the main villain of this movie. It was unexpected, of course, for me, so the surprise is good, but I am not very happy with the execution. It's just odd to see multiple Ralphs that has abandonment issue and tries to fix it by going for his best friend and tries to keep her forever. Although I have to say that it does give us this big, beautiful finish and it made me cry a little. The message that they are trying to convey rings true to many people, including me, which is to put it as simple as possible: if you love someone, you let them go. And it was not an easy message to put out there, but thankfully it came across quite beautifully in the end. Another plot flaw that I sort of regret is how Fix-It Felix and Calhoun has to adopt all of the Sugar Rush racers, and we just didn't see that develop and only see the ending where they are able to nurture all of Sugar Rush racers perfectly. I mean, when I saw Fix-It Felix and Ralph talking about E-Boy, like kind of putting the idea on Ralph's head that they were supposed to go to the internet, I thought Felix would be involved in the main plot, but he wasn't. So I'm confused on this subplot that they have, Felix having all Sugar Rush racers as his children. Is it needed? Is it significant? Or is it just edited out? It's so confusing. As for the characters that I love, their shank. She is badass, she is smart, she is spunky, and her movements match the voice actress exactly. And I guess that's one of the things that I love about this, their attention to detail. But of course, I think she should get more screen time because in the end, she is the one who helped Penelope with her decision on staying in the slaughter race. Plus Gal Gadot is just killing it. Like, I need to see more of that character. I need to see more of her character. Then there's another character named Yes with 3 S's, which I think unexplored very much. She's awesome and she's voiced by Taraji P. Henson, yet like Shank was underutilized in my opinion. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts on the new characters. So, should you watch it? Despite all of the flaws that I've mentioned, Ralph Breaks the Internet is still entertaining and holds an important message for all of us. So if you do have the time and if you can endure the topsy-turvy of the storytelling, then please do watch this. However, the first one is much better than this. And that is the truth. So, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like my movie review. And if you do, please don't forget to drop a comment, like, subscribe, follow my Facebook and Instagram. They are in my description below. Thank you again so much for watching and for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye!